confused because I should.
All right, Mr. Rick, you want me to start? Okay. Well, you guys, we are so excited that we get a chance to talk with you. You can see in the background, we're in our clubhouse.
All right.
We're in Macon, Georgia. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a very short PowerPoint presentation of who we are. And then each of the kids are going to introduce themselves, tell you their age, and just tell you a little bit about their cycling, okay? And then we'll be available for Q&A. So hopefully this works out. Just 1 second. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, from the beginning.
Little Georgia. Okay. Okay. That is the first youth chapter in the world. Awesome. Like that.
Okay. So that's our logo. We're excited. We unveiled that about a year ago. And our Major Taylor chapter is actually under the auspices of Untitled Macon. Untitled Macon is a makerspace here in Macon, and we call ourselves a makerspace without walls. We do a lot of activities that encompass filmmaking, gardening, healthy eating, biking, outdoor adventures. So Untitled Macon does a lot. As you can see, this is one of our riders, Trey. He's not today, but we always say he like Major Taylor. we actually dress him up sometimes as Major Taylor. But in our clubhouse, we have original art pieces of Major Taylor, and that's one of our art pieces. And the reason why we love Major Taylor is because he overcame so many challenges, and that's what our kids and what we're doing here in our chapter. So our first location was located in historic Pleasant Hill, but we outgrew it in a very short period of time. As you can tell, we're outgrowing this space. We're outgrowing this space, and it's 5,000 square feet, so we got to figure something out. But this is just a picture of the excitement of our space. It has the first space, actually we still have it. It has murals, it's a living wall, and it's located in the first historic Black neighborhood in Macon. So we're always going to keep this building with us.
Okay.
But this is our new space. It's 5,000 square feet. We have an in-house bike shop, bike storage, training facility. We keep all our bikes here, all our helmets, camping gears, everything that the kids need is located at this facility. And then also we have sufficient outdoor space. We do bike washes, and then our front yard is Central City Park. So before kids actually go on the road, they have to be approved after they finish their training at Central City Park. So for a second, can you see her real quick? She just started. Tell her your name.
Hi, my name's Kamani.
Tell her how old you are.
I'm 10 years old.
And this is her second week with us, and she's already a beast on the bike. So you'll be seeing more about Miss Kamani. She's 10 years old and she's about 5'6". Okay.
Hey, Sharice, isn't that one of the young ladies that you have posted on the page that you got one of the young girls that just joined on recently?
Yes, that's her.
I remember.
And she is loving it. And you'll get a chance. She's going to talk with you a little bit more. We'll go to the next one. So for Major Taylor's birthday last year, we actually did have a ride. It was not our community ride, but we had just kids. We rode here in Macon. And the picture at the bottom is our very first ride. We started with the West Side kids, and you'll get a chance to hear Rashawn. I don't think Rashawn has ever missed a ride we've ever had. In the history, you'll get a chance to see him. But Coach Janet, you'll see her in the background, but she was a key partner in getting us to where we're at today. So we just had our Major Taylor community ride. We had over 75 people come. It was fantastic. We had people from Florida, Atlanta, Jonesboro, Blakely County, Warner Robins, did I miss anything? Columbus. Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, yes. So we had a ton of people come and support our youth cycling, and all the kids either did 30 miles or 40 miles, and some actually want to continue to bike, but our limit that day was 40 miles. The reason why we're so successful is our coaches, and we practice a lot. We just finished practice today. Wednesdays are our new kids day, and then our older kids really take leadership roles on the new kids just to make sure they're safe. And then once they are approved by Coach Janet, they're actually will be able to go on the road. So the new kids now are actually training so they can go on the road by our Cherry Blossom Festival. So you think you're gonna make it by then?
Yeah.
She said she's gonna make it by then. And with our bike shop, the kids actually know all their ABCs of biking. 2 of our kids know how to work on derailleurs. Picture here is Rob. He's actually teaching some college students about bike maintenance. So the kids know the correct terminology for bikes. We encompass that with STEM, and y'all think y'all learn? Yeah, they'll tell you about that. But one of our kids actually wants to own a bike shop in the future, so he does a lot. But our kids do more than that. We do service as well. The first picture is our kids have actually refurbished over 130 bikes to give out to other kids in the neighborhood. So we can only, when we get donations, they have to be roadworthy or mountain bike, racing worthy bikes. Any other bikes, we refurbish them and give them out to kids in the community. And every kid in our program we have what they call a take-home bike. So they may have never owned a bike, but now they own a bike, and then they have their center bike. Then they also, Macon has a high poverty rate. So we give to the homeless people, and it was a lady that needed transportation, and that's one of our kids, Jadarius. He fixed a bike for her so she can have transportation. So we do more than biking, but the kids care about our community, so we do service as well. But we love to travel. So our kids completed Bragg, which was how many miles?
469.
469 miles in a week. And some of our kids did 100 miles in a day. They did Fried Green 50, is maybe about 50 miles of mixed trails. They did 3 Gap. They did Selma to Montgomery, the Silver Comet, which is about over 100 miles in 2 days. So we love to travel and we love to bike. So the kids have experiences in road cycling and mountain biking. And also the guy in the picture here, his name is Darren Buck, and he's a pacer. That's why we had our pacer outfits. He actually bought brand new bike frames for our kids. We're actually building bikes. So very soon, the whole Major Taylor Club will have brand new bikes with Thompson parts. And these kids have deserved these bikes. We started out a bike club with no bikes. And now very soon we're going to have brand new bikes with quality parts. So we did a lot with bad bikes. So just to see us in a few more months, we're going to take over the world.
All right.
We're going to be working on a mural as well. We found this one as an inspiration since we are the only youth chapter of Major Taylor, and we're really trying to educate people and also bring more diversity to cycling here. Very soon we'll be having a mural with our Major Taylor chapter logo and a few other things. So we'll keep you updated on that. But if you can see, the shirts that we had for our ride was original art. We have an original art in our center, and we just try to encompass beauty of art with our biking. And then this will be our last slide here. Just thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you today. I'm going to let the kids talk to you a little bit more. And inside here is Coach Shavine. It was a bad day. It was really cold. He turned the inside of the center into mini trainers, so the kids always bike. Even in bad weather, they bike. So with that being said, I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to let each of the kids sit in my spot. Oh, somebody got a chat. Let me see what they say. Oh, yes, we love this too. So with that, I'm going to let Gigi start first with your two kids. Introduce yourself, you guys, say your age and why you like biking.
I'm Lumi. I'm 10 years old. I'm 10 years old, and then I like biking because you get to go all around. She takes us on trips. We get to go all around the world in Georgia, and yeah, it's very fun. I like riding. I like going fast, and I like a good climb every once in a while. I'm Canvas, and I like traveling the world. I'm 12.
Tell about your favorite ride.
My favorite ride. I like mountain biking better than road cycling. But my favorite ride was Dahlonega. I was the youngest kid to ever do Dahlonega. So.
Yes, you guys. So the race organizer came up to me and he was basically saying that the Weaver boys were the youngest kid to ever do the 3 mountain ride up there. And he was so excited. He could not believe that those young kids were so professional taking those mountains the way they did. So we were very happy. So I'm gonna start with our president of our chapter, and then we're gonna kind of go around. So introduce yourself and say your name and something about you biking.
Okay. So I'm Rashawn. I'm 16. I've been biking like Miss Reed forgot. So let's say we had bikes. We had a bike center with no bikes, water bottle, no water. It was a mess. Baby came up. So yeah, my favorite ride, it was the 3 gap actually. It wasn't because he like going down here, I like going fast. And yeah, I just like biking because you can see a whole lot of stuff. Like you see more stuff biking than you do in the car. And I just like the scenery. I can do 100 miles in a day.
100 miles in a day.
Hi, my name's Kumani. I'm 10 years old, and I like biking because, me and my brother used to go biking in our driveway, and it was kind of boring at first. And then we went to the park. It was exciting, but it was a little boring. And then me and my mom was going to the park with our dog, and we saw her. We was about to go on the trail, and we saw her, and she introduced us to the biking center. And I just loved it since then.
Okay. Okay. Rob.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Rob. I'm 15. I've been biking for over a year now. My favorite ride is actually my first ride when we did the Silver Comet. And I like that ride because I never did something like that. And I came to practice for like 2 days. A week. And after that, Coach Reese sat and said, about to do 102 miles in a 2-day span, and I wasn't prepared for that. And we met kind of crazy because we met at Wendy's. And I was just right there eating. And when I first seen them, they had on the tight outfit, so I thought they were wrestlers because I never seen them. But they told me they were biking, so I came down, and I've been biking ever since.
How many miles can you do in a day?
Oh, I can do 100 miles in a day.
100 miles a day.
All right.
Oh,
My name is Quinn,
Out louder.
and I'm 13 years old. And I was in Pleasant Hill, and I was just riding my bike, and Miss Cherie had came up to me and said, "Do you want to join the bike club?" I said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And then after that, I had did 40 miles, and I had did excellent on that. And I just thank her.
Well, tell me this. I got a question for you, young man. Do you like going up the hills or down the hills?
Downhill,
Down hills. How fast are you going downhill?
like 40.
Oh.
Tell me what your nickname.
Sticky Joe.
No.
Sticky Joe. That's just your nickname, Sticky Joe.
Now, what's your other nickname?
Speedy Gonzalez.
Speedy. All right, I'm impressed. Sticky
Okay,
Joe.
we got some more. They're coming. Come on, Taylor. Come on. Just come on here. Any day now. Sorry, y'all.
It's all good. I think this has been the best panel we've had the entire series.
My name Taylor. Miss Sheree, I met Miss Sheree up the street.
How long you been riding?
I can do 100 miles a day.
How long does it take you to do those 100 miles?
Man.
How long does it take you to do the 100 miles?
Oh, it don't take that long.
Yeah, Taylor is one of our fastest kids in the program.
Okay, I see. I hear your horn. I hear you.
Okay. All right. Come on. And then let me just tell you one thing while we're waiting for. Come on, Tyrese. Actually, 2 of our kids just won a Macon National Award. Jadarius, the guy that was just here, and Rashawn. So they'll be announcing that next week.
Nice. Very impressive.
My name is Tyree, and I used to ride the bike through the neighborhood and stuff. Then I went to school, started the grid asked me, do I want to ride? I said, yeah. And I just started doing it for sit there.
Tell me how many miles?
I did 30 miles.
Is that your longest ride?
Yeah, man.
Tell how long you've been practicing.
For like 1 month.
You're going to get to that century soon enough, young man. Soon enough.
Okay, we got one more kid. Come on. Come on, River. Right here. Come on this way. River. Cry me a river.
Hello, my name is River.
Okay, talk a little louder.
Hello, my name is River. I've been biking, I've been riding bikes since I was like 3 years old. So I was just at my cousin's house and they had these nice bikes. I just hopped on. Ever since I've been riding bikes. So I used to do BMX. So that was fun. And
so
then
do you do any races?
Ma'am?
Races? Do you do any races?
I only done one race, and it was on Dawson Trails.
Okay.
So I did 12 miles. That was like my first race ever.
So you like road racing or BMX racing?
You did 14 miles.
I did 14 miles on mountain bike. I haven't really done a road cycle race yet. I was supposed to go, but I couldn't go. I was late.
But how many miles you did during practice?
Yeah.
Last practice, how many miles did you do?
Well, I did 15.
Very impressive.
And he just started, so.
Yeah, I'm
very
new.
impressive.
This is only my 3rd practice.
Stick with it, young man. I see a long future ahead of you.
Okay. Now, with that, you guys, I know they say a lot of Sharice, but we would not be here without our coaches. And I just want you to briefly meet our coaches. And we're going to start with our head coach and I'm going to brag on her for a second. When we first started, we didn't know what we were doing. After 3 months of training, she not only did the 469 miles in that week, she did 100 miles in one day. And that what motivated our kids to stay the course. So I'm going to let Coach Janet come up here. Woo, 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 woo.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Some of them call me Sergeant Greer. I'm their ROTC instructor. I teach Air Force ROTC, so I recruit. I only bring the best here. So I got River and Tyrese and Rashawn. He's my deputy commander but he's virtual. So, but 2019, Miss Sharice came into my life and she hasn't left. So we did some community service as a ROTC group, and she was doing the kid.
I got a long piece that's just been sitting there. Now that I found it.
Pardon me? Can you hear me? Okay. So we were doing community service and she needed some help, and I kept calling the kids, telling them to come down. And then they had a bike rodeo. So they introduced us, and next thing you know, they said, hey, you should have a bike team in Macon. And we said, okay, we'll talk about it. So Thursdays is our uniform day. So I brought the kids to the center. We still had on our uniform shoes and pants. And next thing you know, we got a helmet on and we did 10 or 11 miles that day. I thought we were just going to sit at the table and discuss things, but they had other things. And so I had 3 kids at the time, 3 cadets, and they finished. They was wiped out, but we did it. And here we are today after doing brag. They said that was the hardest brag ever. 73 miles, almost 73 miles a day. I had anxiety. I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but I made it. And then the last day we was coming through the mountains and we came out in Darien, Georgia, and it was a century. They said, well, you already did 73. What? I said, well, you're right. So end up doing 100 miles. So here I am still riding. Awesome.
Okay, we got 2 more coaches for you to meet. Coach Lisa. And then Coach Hello, everybody. I'm Coach Lisa. I'm also in the Air Force. I am currently stationed at McGuire in Jersey. I'm here at Robins Air Force Base for 6 months. Needless to say, Janet is my friend. That's how I know her. And she recruited me. She's a great recruiter. She recruits kids and adults. She said, come on, Coach, you can come help with the kids. And I was like, okay, I like bike riding. So I came and it's wonderful. I never imagined going 30 miles in my life, but I made it, I survived, and I'm going to continue. And I enjoy being here and I love working with the kids. It's really great. It's a good feeling. So that's how I'm here. Nice meeting everybody. Okay, just 2 more coaches, you guys. Come on. As you can see, we got a lot of girl power here. We got another female coaches representing. Come on. Woo-hoo! Okay.
Hello, I'm Coach Annalise, as they call me. I started cycling probably about over a year ago, but my passion is always to help kids, and that's what I do. And I'm so glad that we're starting our girl power, recruiting more girls. I love it, I love it, I love it. So, but you know, I just like riding. I just like riding. I enjoy riding. My longest ride is a century, and I'll bike every day if the weather's good. This is me.
Okay, and then our last person coming in is our lone male today. We do have about 20 coaches totaling, but when I say that this guy is our bike angel, he's our bike mechanic, he translated Spanish. Let's give it up for Shabby!
Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Shaveen. I guess a little bit about me. I've been riding probably most of my life. I picked up cycling after my collegiate basketball career, which was probably about 15, 16 years ago, and been on it ever since. Got in with this group, and I've kind of translated my love for fixed gear bikes, you know, the bikes that Major Taylor actually raced on. And so just sharing my love for bikes and fixing. I'm doing the best I can to equip the kids, keep them safe, and also from year to year or from season to season, making some upgrades where it's possible. But I'm Shaveen. I just love riding. Yeah, thank you.
Woo!
Thank you.
So as you can tell, you guys, we are one big family here, and everyone cares for kids. We do all we can to set them up for success. So if you have any questions, we would love to answer them, and hopefully you enjoyed our presentation.
Thank you so much. I didn't know what to expect, but this is better than I anticipated because I just let you run the show for this round. I was like, just show up, do whatever you want to do, and I think it's going to be a great success. So I think all the kids are amazing. I am super impressed they're doing centuries so young because I couldn't even conceptualize that idea when I started riding. Like, I'm pretty sure many people on the call couldn't imagine riding 100 miles. We've done that, probably even more. just to be on their bike. I think one question that I have for you is, you have the kids, they have an interest, but how did you get them from just seeing a kid at a park, at a grocery store or whatever, and saying, hey, do you want to come join our bike club? How do you keep them engaged?
Well, I'm not trying to get all spiritual with you, but I'm going to tell you, our favorite song is Won't He Do It? Because when we started, we didn't have anything. We really didn't. And now we have very high-end bikes, high-end everything. As you can tell, the kids were always in kits. They never get on their bikes with street clothes. They're always kitted out. And it's about a feeling. So when I saw Rob, he was looking at us. I was like, he, looks like he in shape. He would listen. And then he said, yes, ma'am. I said, oh yeah. I said, we're gonna get this kid here. And he was the best. And the same thing when I saw her out, she was so mannerable. Not that, has to be a mannerable kid. And not, all of our kids are not the fastest kids. We do have some new recruits, and will they do 20 miles? Yes. But will they do 100? No. But we give each kid an opportunity to participate. And like I said before, because we live in a high poverty area, we provide everything. So when you go and see our kids, all you see are student athletes and their kids there. And Lumi didn't even say it, but Lumi actually clips in. He's 10 years old. He's already clipping in shoes. Is that not right, Lumi?
Mountain bike and road bike.
Lumi clips in.
He clips road cycle and mountain bike. Did you say that?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I know some adults that won't do that, so you're already ahead of the game. So, Sheree, there's a question that's in the chat that came from Aaliyah Tyus Barnwell, aka Kid Addiction. She wants to know, what's the funding setup? Like, for example, how did you get the space that you guys have?
So my background is marketing and mass communication. So I take lots of pictures and videos and posts, and I know several of you are my Facebook friends. I always try to tell a story of what we're doing. And then I came up with a sponsorship packet to support our kids. And to be quite honest, seeing these kids smiling, being professional on bikes, I really don't even have to promote it as much as I used to. At the beginning, we didn't have anything. We had straight cycle bikes. We didn't have riding pants. We didn't have anything. But like now, we're actually getting a delivery of a Tacoma truck to help us transport additional bikes. I'm looking at another facility just for bike storage, because even though this is 5,000 square feet, we're running out of space, to be quite honest. Just all the stuff we have. So my suggestion is get you a sponsorship packet and really just look at your budget. If it's $50,000 to run your thing, then literally set it up that your highest level may be 10,000 on down, so you can hit that level. I always ask for more, and if I get less, that's fine, but I ask for more all the time.
Well, what you had, I hear you. So I have a question myself. Like, how many kids are in your program and their age ranges? How many kids are in the program, and what's the age range?
I'm sorry. Depending on what the program, so technically speaking, I'll say close to 40 kids, because we mountain bike and road cycle. So we have some kids that only mountain bike, some kids that just road cycle, but majority of our kids actually do both. So this week we road cycle practice today, but this weekend we will do some mountain bike. Yes.
So I monopolize all the questions. So if anybody else on the call, feel free to just go ahead and hop in and
hopefully we're not boring you guys. We get excited. And then if any of the kids want to answer questions, they can come in as well. I know they're getting,
Hey, Therese, I have a question. Hello. So, hi. You guys, do you have a race program set up for long-term where kids racing against other kids? Is this a part of the program, or is it just something that you're not doing?
Yeah, so for mountain biking, we are part of the Georgia League, and we mountain bike. And that's how two of our kids actually just got this national award. One of the kids, Taylor, had never mountain biked. A child who never mountain biked, we introduced him maybe 6 weeks beforehand, and he was number 34 out of the state in the division.
Okay.
And that goes to our coaches as well, like Shabine was talking about. Even if you didn't have a lot of experience, we do have coaches that have been biking. Taylor. We do have coaches that have been biking for 20, 30 years, and they have been waiting for opportunity to share this knowledge, and we're eager to learn. So,
Okay. So the one thing I'm gonna finish off with this and saying is that I'm a cycling addict. So I look at races overseas, Europe, locally, you name it. And the one thing I've seen, I've noticed, and of course what I do for a living is training, is people who are folks who start off as mountain bikers are better road cyclists. Just that spin. And right, it's actually a great training for road cycling, believe it or not, because to be able to turn over a gear pretty fast is the gift of road cycling. If you can do that, you'd be tops. So just to give you, the long-term view, that is a great start for these kids. Awesome.
I totally agree with you. And the thing is, we bike all year round. Some kids do seasonal things, but we bike all the time. And even if the weather's bad outside, we set up the trainers inside and we still practice. We see our kids every week. And even through this COVID, which the kids all get their temperature checks and the whole 9 yards, all the coaches I've gotten my second vaccine. We've not had any problems. And at the beginning, we actually got sponsored by Shine On. It's a sanitizing company. So the kids smell like tequila, but they were sanitized as much as possible. But I'm gonna let Rob, he wants to answer a few questions. So hold on, Rob.
Okay.
Oh, well, hello, Rob.
Hey, how you doing?
So, good. So my name is Derica, and I'm the president of Major Taylor in New York. And we have a lot of different people from different parts of the country that are on the call now, and they want to ask you guys, do you guys have any questions for us as being Major Taylor club members in our respective cities? We have people from Virginia and LA, New York. I think we have Jersey somewhere on here, a couple of the different cities. So you guys have any questions for us? I know you get a lot of information from all of your coaches that are there in Georgia, but do you have any questions for us?
Yes, I do.
On expertise. All right, what do you got?
What will it take for y'all to come down here and ride with us?
No COVID.
Plane trips, some car drives, Ubers.
Hey, Mac One Love. Mac One Love, Labor Day weekend.
We'll be there.
We'll be there.
We'll be there.
That probably was the only question that I had.
That's it? Speedy?
Oh, Speedy behind him. Speedy, other question?
Question?
Stinky Joe, that's his name.
You got a question?
I don't know why they're so
You
quiet
got a
today.
question?
You got a question? Okay.
Question?
Tyrone, did you have something? We can't hear you though. We can't hear you.
And then, we have Canvas and hold on. They can teach me some skills on the heels, yes. What's a funny setup? And then what I will do is I don't mind sharing our membership structure with you guys. But the thing is a lot of corporations that want to have diversity and inclusion, and I'm just giving them a vehicle to fit their priority and then to help us as well.
Right. So until Tyrone gets his sound working over there, the Weavers, you guys bouncing off the scenes. Take it off mute. What do you got?
You got a question?
How long have you guys rode before?
Oh,
how long have you been riding?
Yeah,
how
long have you been riding?
Since 2014 for me. Chris?
At the same time, 2014.
2014.
I'll go around the screen for my screen. So Bobby Z, how long have you been riding?
Since 2016.
As Gammon?
2016.
Randy.
2010.
Tyrone, are you back on sound yet?
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
All right. Yeah. So for me, it's 2014 as well.
I don't know who Galaxy A20 is, but how long have you been writing? Okay, we'll come back. Herb Broadwater?
2019 for me. I was writing. I wrote a lot when I was when my kids were young, and then once they got licenses, it was over. So, yeah, so I picked it up. I picked it back up in 2019.
Okay. Cheryl McQueen out in LA. Cheryl? We'll come back to her in the Galaxy A20. Aaliyah, Miss Kid Addiction.
Hi, can you hear me? Testing, testing.
We can hear you.
Okay. How long have I been at this? Riding around seriously to get places, probably 7 years. Honestly, I'm starting to lose track. But I feel like about 7 years.
I thought it was since you were 5 or 6, but
riding to get around 7 years. Riding my bike 5 or 6. Yes, exactly. Dad taught me. So, yeah. But I think they're talking about that hardcore, like putting on the kit and all that stuff. That's less years.
Okay. So if any of you guys are on Instagram and you follow like a lot of cyclists that are on there, I'll just say this, and BL Lawrence, I'm going to get to you in just a second. Aaliyah is the lady that you guys probably see on Instagram called Kit Addiction. And she has all these super kits, and she makes these cool videos, and she does reviews about different things. And she's one of those cool black cyclists that you want to follow on Instagram. And it's Kit Addiction on Instagram. And she also has a great youth organization herself that she started up as well.
So we definitely have to check her out. And I'm glad you guys are sharing that, because we tell the kids all the time that they are creating these lifelong skills that will stay with them. They do like biking. They love outdoors. And one thing, a lot of our kids had never camped before. We camp out a lot. We kayak, we fish. I personally had never really put up a tent into doing this. And now I'm an expert tent putter-upper. So
I can imagine. So the last person for the time they've been on the bike is BL Lawrence. How long have you been riding?
Hi, good evening. I've been riding, gosh, let's see, 36 years.
Wow.
Okay, that's a long time.
Yeah, I've known Randy Bivens, my brother, for quite some time now. We've shared a bunch of rides together. And just out of kicks and grins, we were comparing notes one day. We were on Zwift on an early Saturday morning. We were comparing notes on how many kilometers we've ridden. And between my 3 bikes, I think I added up 68,000 kilometers. So, wow. Yeah. So to the kids, Charisse, out there,
yes,
you know, one ride at a time. It doesn't matter whether you're doing 1 mile or 100 miles. One ride at a time will improve pretty much anything and everything in your life, from your mind to your body to just simple thought processes. And you know, I've been a cycling coach for 10 years. I've built bikes. I've known Darren Buck for a long time. He and I are brothers and comrades in the Air Force and in service and all that. So it's just, you know, kids, you are in a great community of camaraderie, and you will never forget these experiences, and just cherish them, treasure them. Think about every single place that you stopped on a ride to get a burger or a milkshake or, you know, or whatever, because that's what builds 35 years and 60,000 kilometers of riding memories. It's not just about the riding, and it's not just about the bike. It's about the people and the connections that you're building, and you are building connections that matter. So make those connections count. So
thank you for those words. We really appreciate it. And we really appreciate the opportunity to speak with you. Now, I do have to get the kids home so they can be ready for school, but just to have the opportunity to speak to all the major tailored chapters, I mean, we're just so excited. And we would love, you know, when it's COVID, we're going to be there at One Love. We want you to ride with us because, you know, we can talk about the kids, but to see them Canvas can tell you he smiles no matter how big the hill is. He smiles the entire ride, and you just fall in love with these kids just like we have. So.
God bless them on those hills. Keep going,
Yeah.
kiddo. Sharice and all the kids and the coaches on behalf of the Iron Riders, I thank you sincerely for doing this. This has been incredibly helpful for me because we've been thinking about doing a whole new program, and I'll probably be talking with you further. To everybody that came to participate, as I always say, I'm grateful that you guys took the time out of your evenings to show up and also show these kids some love, because they need to see us. What they're doing is actual reflection of what we're doing and where they can go with it. So it's more than just riding a bike. Like Mrs. Lawrence said, it's about life lessons as well. So for that, I say thank you. And I will share.
So much. I'm gonna take a little picture. You know, I have to take all kind of pictures.
Wait. Let me get my good side.
Thank you guys so much. Lumi Campus, we miss you. We will see y'all this weekend.
Bye.
All right.
All right, you guys. Have a good evening, and I'll post a video. And Sharice, I'll send it to you if you want to replay it back.
All right. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Director, I'll call you.